Well, it is here, nearly 3 years after one of the worst mass shootings in U.S. history. The Aurora Theater shooting trial begins today. Opening statements expected to begin around 1 this afternoon at the Arapahoe County Courthouse.
The question, whether he was sane at the time of the shooting, the testimony likely to stir up painful memories for a lot of us, especially witnesses and first responders that day. 7 News reporter Tyler Lopez live for us at the Justice Center this morning. Tyler?
Mitch and Kelly, losing sleep, nightmares, general agitation, anxiety. These are all possible reactions now that this highly anticipated death penalty trial gets to opening statements. But we've learned that this tragedy also spawned a unique place where anyone can go with any difficult situation. We've also learned the folks connected to this trial have been using this location and also formed some very strong connections. It is called the Aurora Strong Resilience Center. We found that they actually teach free Tai Chi. They have artwork, classes as well, and it's directed by the folks who use the center, not so much by staff members. So if you want to conduct a music class, you can go there and take part. We've also learned that several survivors have been using, and in fact, one of the theater shooting survivors actually teaches massage there and finds it to be a great way to actually give back. Now, we talked to a psychologist who helps offer services in that area. She says one thing you can point to is the fact that we at least know opening statements are today, and that's a big change from what we saw nearly 3 years ago, July 20th, 2012. It was tragedy, it was chaos, followed by scrambling to provide those services. Now many of those things are already in place. Now coming up, we'll talk about a unique Colorado connection to all of this, but for right now, let's go to my colleague, Amanda Zitzman.
Well, that's right. This is finally an opportunity for justice. While the trial will focus mostly on the gunman, throughout this morning, we will be honoring the lives that were lost here at this Aurora Theater shooting back in 2012. Like Jonathan Blanc, he died that night a hero. He threw himself in front of a friend, saving her life. He was in the Navy and had hopes of one day becoming a Navy SEAL. The 26-year-old was supposed to see his 2- and 4-year-old daughters just 2 days after the shooting.
I had to explain to her, Daddy wasn't coming. She'd cry and then she'd stop and said, well, Daddy promised to come for my birthday. Is he coming?
Petty Officer 3rd Class John Larimer was a Navy sailor stationed at Buckley. He was from Illinois, just weeks away from returning home to family. Now, throughout the morning, again, we will be sharing the story of the other 10 lives lost as we await those opening statements later today.
All right, Amanda, thank you. And we will be covering this trial from all angles as it gets underway today. We have experts joining us this morning starting at 6 a.m. And every day you can watch the proceedings live on the 7 News app. This trial is expected to last about 4 months.